My name is Oni Helen Adekemi, the convener of Marriage and the Rock and Singles with Purpose. We're still on the topic of why so many separations in marriages, that is, the pitfalls in marriage. So today we'll be considering opposing views on morals and spiritual beliefs to be one of the reasons why we have too many clashes, too many separations, too many divorces in marriages. So what are these differences in views, opposing views, conflicting views, maybe spiritual views, moral views, ethical views, and so on and so forth that have caused so many damages to marriages? Number one of these conflicting interests is financial management. Maybe the husband is of the opinion that we should save aggressively. And then the wife believed in the now. Let's enjoy the life now. Let's enjoy it now. So this interest could be conflicting. Two is the parenting styles. One might be authoritarian while the other one might be permissive. So when you have a child in the family and then both husband and wife are always colliding as regards the parenting, if care is not taken, it could lead to downfall of the marriage. If care is not taken, parenting styles cause pitfalls in marriage. The third one I want to discuss is the lifestyle choices. One partner might want to live in the city while the other one wants maybe a remote areas where there will be less noises. No, I don't want to live in a crowded place. The other one is saying, no, I wanted to live in a city where there's bustling and all of this all the time. If care is not taken, you will find couples living in different locations. And then again, maybe the lifestyle of one of them is a party. I really want to party hard every weekend. And then the other one will be like, let's have a calm, let's have a weekend with serenity. Let's be together calmly, quietly, does not want noise. This kind of differences in lifestyle choices can also cause commotions in a marriage. The other one I want us to consider is the personal freedom versus responsibility. One partner values independence and autonomy, and then the other one emphasizes on responsibility and duty. There will always be collision at all times. I want to discuss is selflessness and then selfishness. One partner prioritizes self over others while the other is selfless. These two are imbalanced. One of the partner is saying, I just want to take care of myself, I want to prioritize myself, I just want to take care of my own needs, and then the other one is actually putting the other partner ahead. So I think this is a very imbalanced form of relationship, and then it might not last longer if care is not taken. If these differences is not adequately dealt with at an adequate time, it could cause a fall apart, of course. The other one I want to say is about a different faith. Okay, maybe one is a Christian and then the other one is a Muslim. It could be a bit hard before they could balance up or team up as a family. Or maybe one of them is more devoted if they both belong to the same faith, but one is more devoted than the other. One actually wanted to attend every form of service that is ongoing in their church, but the other one is a bit late. One of them just wanted to go to church all the time, so devoted that they take the church above everything, and then the other one is not so devoted. So when the devoted one is actually doing what he or she felt is right, the other party is being offended. This is such an imbalance that could cause commotion and even break down to relationship. Or even denomination differences could actually bring a large gulf in between spouses if care is not taken. The first one wants to go to church, the other one does not want to go to church. Then we have disparity, even in devotion, even in faith. Maybe the Bible is differently interpreted in their different denomination. It will cause a lot of disparity in the family as well. And if care is not taken, it will definitely put parties apart, making them to be of opposing ideas, and then we'll have clash of interest, clash of beliefs, clash in everything. So far, these clash are constantly reoccurring and they were not well managed. It could cause pitfalls in marriage, and then before you know it, the devil will come in and then get it magnified, and then differences does not mean disaster. So there are some strategies that we can implore. There are other ones that we can engage in when we see that we are constantly having significant disparities in our marriages. So how do we navigate these differences, forming disparities, bringing challenges to our marriages? I would recommend, number one, mutual respect. Please, that we see things differently does not make us an enemy, of course. So we just have to respect each other's opinions, and then we have to adjust so that we could sustain. We should respect ourselves, and then there is no need for us to condemn another person. We should be objective. We should be able to reason together. Seeing things from other people's perspective can actually go a long way in resolving all these conflicts that could eventually cause downfall and pitfalls in our. So in practice, in reality, this is what I'm just trying to say, that you have to listen to your companion. Please listen with understanding, and then please think before you speak. Okay, try to see things from other people's perspectives. At least give yourself the benefit of the doubt. Like, you come down from your own point of view and try to see and navigate through by understanding your spouse. You can actually use the word we instead of I. That will not work. That shows selfishness, but we should see ourselves together as one, as we are ready to adjust in certain areas so that we can always sustain. Aside of the fact that we are mutually respecting each other, we should be ready to please compromise. Some little compromises are not evil. Like, let me just cite an example of myself when I got married. When we go out in the morning to our various place of work, the moment we get back home on daily basis, I really want to chit chat. I want to talk. I want to gossip with my husband. I just want him to know how my day went. But my husband, on the other way around, after the meal and then probably after we had the family devotion, all he wanted is to just rest his head and sleep. For years, this actually almost put a gulf in between the two of us, because I felt I was not heard. I felt I was not useful. I felt I was not needed. I felt neglected, unheard. We spoke over this severally, and they would say, honey, I'm exhausted. I need to rest my head. He's such a person that goes to bed early. But I'm like an old. I don't sleep on time. But he couldn't keep up to my own time. So I just have to adjust. Then we found appropriate time, like maybe between meals. Then we gist there. Then I allow him to rest. Then when he comes back out of that sleep, well relaxed, then we can talk. So we need to have some little compromises, of course, because we really cannot be on the same table, on the same level at all time. It is impossible. But these differences, they are meant to strengthen our relationship and not to tear it apart. So when we apply God's wisdom and God's understanding in place of love and then submission, we would be able to resolve those differences amicably without causing any damage. The third one is that, please, we shouldn't condemn. You don't condemn me because of the way I think. You don't put me down because of the way I see things, because that is like my own perception. So I might be right, I could be wrong, you could be right, you could be wrong also. So we should have like a striking balance where everybody will feel heard, everybody will feel loved, everybody will feel accepted and not being put down. We should always be ready to make some little compromises, just as I have said before, so that our marriage can remain working and then not strenuous, and then not the one that we drain the joy and the happiness out of our home. That we see things differently does actually not make him or her to be a fool or stupid or an idiot. No, it does not make anyone appear silly or probably like the IQ, the intelligent quotient is lower, is lesser. No, please, nobody should feel stupefied in their marriage because you say things differently. But we should always strive so that we could make like a healthy balance, that we keep a healthy relationship. And then Colossians chapter 4, I just want to read verse 2 to us, that said that devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. Your home is blessed. Thank you so much for listening. You need any inquiry or you need to contact me, my details remain 070 37150 154.